There was no link from the studio on Sunset Boulevard to the transmitter south of the border. Programs were taped in Los Angeles exactly 24 hours ahead of their broadcast. Lonnie Napier remembers.
We would record them in Los Angeles, and then we would take them to the bus station there in L.A., and they would be delivered to the bus station in San Ysidro. And Mario would come up from Rosarito, come up and pick them up at the bus station and then carry them across.
Well, it was broadcast at the same time. The show coming from the transmitter was on at the same time that Wolfman was doing the shows in the studio.
Right.
So people could call and he'd put them on.
So when he mentioned the number on the air, you could actually phone that number and talk to the guy.
Yeah.
Right.
But he staged a lot of those. He'd call out.
We had two AT&T phone message recorders, and we would take those and slap them onto tape. He had hundreds of 12-inch reels of phone calls. And that would, you'd put a tape of phone calls on one machine. You'd put a tape of him introducing records with the record. He would do them all together with the record and everything on another reel-to-reel. He would have like 4 different reel-to-reels down there that would run different tapes. One of them would be a song, one of them would be a phone call, one of them would be commercials.
But it was manual automation. We send these directions down to the transmitter, and the Mexican engineers down there would have to try to put this stuff together as we directed them, and they didn't always get it, which made it a pretty entertaining station.
Yeah, a lot of quirks.
XCRB moves on.
From the Big X over Los Angeles, Eddie Floyd.
In mid-1966, Ralph Hall, Art Hain, and Bob Smith moved from Minneapolis-St. Paul to Los Angeles to take over full-time operations at XERB. Although he was still known as Paul Anthony in his role as music director for XERB, Ralph Hall found a new name for his on-air persona.
I was the Naz. We did intros and outros to records, and then we'd also do hour-long things, but mostly intros, outros. That way I could take, like James Brown I made into a disc jockey. Whenever he was in town, which is frequently, I'd bring him in the studio and have him do a bunch of intros, outros to records, and while he was gone, he was on the air as a disc jockey. Did it with Joe Tex, too.
Hello, everybody. This is Big Mama Thornton. Oh, yeah, just having a big ball over here with the Soul Monsters. I listen to Wolfman from coast to coast, and everybody have a real wonderful time. Joe Tex is swinging on in now. How about that?